No, okay, great. Uh, how are we doing, internet? Bitrate stable, timer stable, live, excellent. Hey, look at that. This is awesome. Hmm. Hmm. If anyone wonders why I'm sighing so much, it's because I'm tired. Really tired. Really sore. Um, I'll reload this one time, let battery stabilize, and I'll start this off. Today we are going for Liam, a vampire boy. He is going to be a very good boy. Um, okay, it's been a while since I've done this task. I'll be nice. Play. Alright, no, that's settled. One player, first turn, full game. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid. But always willing to live life to the fullest. Yo, what's up, Kid Kratos? Seductive gameplay? Yeah, you're right. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really are. Blue. And I really am this blue Frankensteinoid. She's a he now, and her name is Winger. Oh my, talk more like that. What accent? This is not an accent, this is completely natural. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our six most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was Jenna freaking Seidel. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love for fire. Scott Hall, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly large heart. Liam DeLancourt, a hipster wannabe vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, a mean self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it has to be one of them, but who? Well, today we're going after this boy, this cute, lovable vampire dork. Isn't he sweet? Isn't he precious? We're gonna get in his pants. We only had 6 weeks left to choose our prom date. And even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks left to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to help diagnose what kind of deviant sickle you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start! Which is the coolest mythological creature? This weird creature I drew when I was 6, and which is clearly super derivative from other mythological creatures, but it's super cool, and it's my OC and my spirit animal, okay? Yes, Kid Kratos, you can be my vampire. The invisible hand of the free market. A sphinx who's super turned up and ready to party, and she raps all her riddles. She still kills you if you don't answer them correctly, but she raps the riddles. I'm gonna go with this creative option because vampire boy wants creativity, I just know it. You're elected president for a day. What's the first law you pass? You can deduct taxes by writing sonnets instead. Amount of taxes deducted are calculated based on the beauty of the sonnets. $1 bills will now include a picture of me and a description. Beware, too much awesomeness. My presidency might last a day, but my fame will last forever. Trivia facts. Presidents don't pass laws, so is this a trick question or are you just being an idiot? The fact is, I am an idiot, and because I am an idiot, we are going to write sonnets all day. There will be no taxes when we have sonnets. What's the sexiest type of knowledge a lover can have? How to make a killer cocktail out of anything? All the principles to build a financial empire. How to set self on fire. Sports things! Don't stop! We should never stop! The lyrics are all Disney songs. Or obscure 80s movie trivia. We're going with obscure 80s movie trivia because we're going after that hipster wannabe. Nice. Stop playing Genshin Impact. I would love to play Genshin Impact. The problem is, my potato can't handle Genshin Impact. Potato doesn't even have the operating system to run. Also, alright, I'm apologizing in advance. By in advance, I mean really. We are doing straight from hell. You can hear me, Yogi. If you can't hear me, I'm sorry, because this video stream like this, I'm gonna end up with 2 minutes left, which is unfortunate, but also unavoidable. So, trying not to get lost in the process. I've tried to fix this many times and I can't. I simply can't not improve that. Oh my god, we made it through. We are at the other side of this. You restarted Twitch and that did that help? Did restarting Twitch actually help? Because if it did, my audio goes up when it's loading. Well, yeah, that's not surprising, to be quite honest. That's fine in the grand scheme of things. Now I just want the bitrate to stabilize. But also that's gonna take another 2 minutes. So smart 7, boldness 4, creativity 9, charm 3, fun 5, money 5. Okay, because creativity is so close to 11 already, we're just gonna buff that out the gate. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves had descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. Yes, because it was legendary. It was epic. None could ever begin to question how awesome it was. You get into creativity. You see Liam talk to Miranda. Miranda looks confused. Liam looks frustrated. Uh-oh. But I simply do not understand this art you are describing. You say that the art piece is a bathroom? No, no, no. For the 100th time, the art piece is the experience of going into a bathroom thinking it's an art piece. The artist purposefully gave the room number of the bathroom as the room number for the exhibit. Even though there was a whole room full of paintings elsewhere in the building, it was revolutionary. Wow. It certainly seems very complicated. Personally, I prefer the exoplanet sculptures of the Atlantean Fifth Dynasty. You know, the man in the moon, the face on Mars, all of Pluto. Art on such a grand scale. Bah, that's not art. That's populism at its worst. But I think that bathroom business sounds like art. But how are we supposed to discuss art if we can't even agree on what it is? If only someone could come along and provide a satisfying definition of art, I would be so pleased. You got this, no problem. It's so simple. Art is a method for making worthless things into very expensive things. Art isn't art unless it makes you feel bad things inside. That's just oof. Ours is depressing. Basically, that's a bit worrisome there. But alright, sure. Exactly. That is why, for example, George Seurat's A Sunday Afternoon is not art, whereas getting stuck in an elevator for 9 hours is. But the face on the Mars does not give me bad feelings. Well then, obviously it's not art, Miranda. Try to keep up. If it is not art, then what is it? A mean thing your ancestors did to the Martians with primitive nuclear weapons. Oh, yes. I suppose it was that. You're both so smart. You gained some disturbing knowledge about the history of the solar system. And also too smart someone creativity. Heck yeah. This is great. So we got our creativities up to 12, which means it's gonna get us through the majority of things, and it's already starting to build towards the 16 buffer. And smart is what we'll build next round. Why are these three together? You've just sat down to eat with Damien and Liam. Well, to eat with Damien, Liam's just taking pictures of his food. When a leather-clad figure drops from the air vent onto your table, it's the Slayer! She really is a girl, isn't she? Damn. Lunchtime's over, dirtbags. It's time to die. This always happens when we sit together. Your debt-based rhetoric is offensive. Don't spoil my food pick. Oh, I'll spoil more than your food pick, Constancula. I'm about to spoil your face. Just his though, right? Both your faces! Fuck. The Slayer's right between the three of you. You can't save Liam and Damien. But if you act fast, you might be able to save just one. Immobilize Damien with the Lord's Prayer while Liam escapes. You've been waiting for this moment your whole life. Flip the table for justice! As fun as it would be to flip the goddamn table. That's immobilized. You've launched into a hearty rendition of the Our Father. You've done this loads of times. It's not that the prayer has any kind of magical effect on Damien. He just can't he just can't resist criticizing it. Okay, first of all, he's not our father. I've got two dads, and neither of them is a holy asshole in a stupid cloud palace. Why is he so stuck up? Because that's his truth. He's that stereotype. He's a stuck up art nerd. That's who he is. And the kingdom come? What is that supposed to mean? Are we like praying for the end of the world now? Oh, sure, beg him for your daily bread. What are you, in prison or something? Your omnipotent dad can spring for better food than bread? What if you got a gluten allergy? Do you still have to eat the daily bread? Ugh, this is ridiculous. While Damien continues to rave, Liam snaps a few more artful pics of his lunch, and then carries it to another table. Ahem, are you done? Almost. I have a whole bit about the multiple people revisions that's really fucking vicious. Close enough, eat holy water. You can't eat a liquid, it's Damien has a hard time forming any more iconoclastic opinions with his flesh on fire. He flees the cafeteria and he retreats to Liam's table. Now that he's done taking pictures of his food, he even lets you have some. This has been a real bonding experience. Nice. Okay, time for some smarts. Why? Because it's up there, so sure. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable life lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain two smarts? Hell yeah. You notice Liam and Damien talking to each other while these two again. Maybe you're a little jealous, so you decide to join them. I know, right? The entire concept of slaying is barbaric, racially motivated, and deeply rooted in an abhorrent colonial mindset. And their outfits, black on red, it's like bad cosplay as a fashion statement. Blah, blah. I'm just pissed that they get such a cool name. You know, if I murder a dude, I'm just a killer. But if one of them murders one of us, they're a slayer. Slayer is a metal band. The Killers is just post-pop baby shit. There was a time when I would have top debated the genre classification of the Killers with you. But they're popular now and so are obviously garbage. Yes, because that's how that works for snobs like him. Oh god, And the same goes to Slayers. Someone really ought to put an end to this archaic practice. You mean by murdering all the Slayers? We tried that, Damien. We've been trying that for literally centuries. No, what we need is a new initiative. Something fresh, something modern, something like... Yes, Kid Creators, it'd be like that. Liam seems to be drawing a blank. But you're not. Your idea is simple, yet effective. Murder all the Slayers. A massive PR campaign letting people know that every cool person in history was either a vampire or a demon. Am I smart enough for this? I'm creative enough for it. You had me at massive PR campaign. Then you lost me at cool person. But then you got me back with history. Oh, I can't wait to educate the ignorant public. For example, did you know that Caligula and Jack the Ripper were the same vampire? Yeah, everybody knows that. But did you know Virginia Woolf was a demon? Ah, yes. A Room of One's Own it was originally titled A Doom of One's Own. Oh, we've got so much research to do. Come on, Damien, let's go to the library. I'm not even gonna say that. Fuck! You're doomed Damien to his own personal hell. But it's Liam's on Cloud 9. You getting too smart? Fuck yeah. I'm one charm. Nice! We're up there with stats. 13 smarts and 12 creativity. Safe. I can't buff boldness. Damn it. I'll buff charm. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You're getting too charmed. You notice Liam and Miranda talking to Coach. They actually seem to be enjoying gym for a change. Something must be terribly wrong. You go over to see why that is. He just screamed youth is a gift. Okay. Anyways. Well, no, I'm all for inspiring athleticism in the hearts of the youth, but allowing you to make up your own sport seems a bit unorthodox, don't you think? Oh, but ordinary sports are ever so dull and unrefined. I'm sure we too could do much better. I've already got an idea, actually. I've had an idea for a sport since before there were even sports. I call it art. No teams, no rules, just pure creative expression. I'll be the quarterback, of course. Art! Brilliant! We will play it with watercolors and sequins, and there shall be sports bard and a goalie laureate. And it's so good to see you guys kids getting enthusiastic about wholesome physical exercise, but I gotta say, art doesn't really sound like a sport. Why, it doesn't have the word ball anywhere in it. If real life would work like this, shit would be fucked. That's easily solved. We'll call it Art Ball. Oh, well, yes. Obviously, that's much better. But let me ask you this. How do you score points in oddball, huh? Liam and Miranda would look at each other, totally stumped. Their dream hangs in the balance. Time to step in. Obviously, the sports bar assigns inspiration kicks to the metaphysical linebacker, who scores 11 points for each poem he successfully publishes in the Atlantic. Didn't you read the rulebook? Don't you see? The points were inside of us all along. Hey, please let us right. I am creative enough. Oh, there's a rulebook? Well, that changes everything. Can I see it? You hand him the rulebook, which is actually just a copy of Infinite Jest that you made a new cover for. Who's that cat? That's the coach. The coach is a cat. He's a tiger guy. This rulebook is pretty unconventional, but you know what they say? Sometimes it takes a crooked sneak to make the corn cob dance. Oh, huh, yes, definitely. I hear them say that all the time. So, can we start putting a team together? Oh yes, sure. Whatever gets you kids fired up is fine by me. Huzzah! You're about to secure the broadcast rights of Varsity Artball and you make bank. You gain 2 money and 1 creativity. Fuck yes. Money? For nothing? Hell yeah. That's amazing. Okay, Liam, why are you all the way up there? What are you doing with Scott? You find Liam taking a picture of his food, and Scott taking a picture of also Liam's food? Ha! Yes, Scott, snap away. My artistic plating is too magnificent to ignore. Artistic what? I'm playing Pokemon's Go, the mobile version of the hit Pocket Humans video game. What do Pocket Mons have to do with my food pick? You gotta go, man. It's fine. It was nice seeing you, though. I'm glad you popped by. Scott, why does your phone show a tiny human doing pottery on top of my eggplant ravioli? You mean you don't know Bernard Henson? He used to be a chartered accountant, but now he's decided to pursue his dream of being a world-famous potter. That major life change made him super rare. Pocket humans almost never follow their dreams. Well, I don't care how rare he is, his presence is spoiling my pristine food pick. Spoiling it? But pocket humans are way cooler than a boring old food pick. You take that back! Uh-oh. Tempers are running a little high. Looks like it's time for you to settle this dispute. Oh, it's up to you to settle it. Scott's right, Liam. Why take a normal cliched food pick when you could take a food pick of Scott capturing a Pokemon off your food pick? Scott, look over there. There's a Stuart Hogarth on top of that pile of mashed potatoes. Stuart Hogarth, the strongest accountant type Pokemon in the game? What does it even mean to be a strong accountant? Is he like really good at math? No, he's just super buff. The buffest accountant. I've gotta have him. Scott bounds across the cafeteria, practically dives into Gary Gremlin's mashed potatoes, looking for a Pokemon to capture. Do you think he actually knows how to play Pokemon's Go, or do you think he just likes diving into people's food? Two of you debate the question whether you help Liam line up the perfect food pick. Later, he lines up some very hard pics of you. Easy. Let's go. What do I want to buff? I could buff boldness. Or I could buff fun. I'm gonna buff fun. That day during recess, you saw a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point, there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from Nightmare Dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself. But who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. Hell yeah. Liam doesn't participate in the rave. He's busy sunning himself. In the sheet. Inside a coffin. He calls it sunning himself because he thinks it's ironic. Okay. Without warning, the Slayer sprints across the yard, throws off the cover from Liam's coffin, and starts taking pictures with her phone. Ha! Everyone looks ugly when they've just woken up. I'm gonna post these on my Instagram. You psychopath! No! Stick me in the heart. Bathe me in bloody water. Sorry, holy water. Just whatever you do, don't post candids of me on your midnighted Insta. Oh, it's happening, suck boy. What you gonna do about it? You're not close enough to stop her, but you are close enough to tell Liam what he should do. Critique her fashion sense. Banish your phone to the hell dimension. Critique her fashion sense. What? That was charm? Why, of course. I was going to do that anyway. Ahem, where did you get that? Bitch, please, you think I care about fashion? I'm a slayer. This outfit ain't for the runaway. It's for getting monster guts all over and then licking them off. Oh, it ain't for the runway. Oops. Anyway, I'm not about to take fashion advice from a talking PBR advertisement who sleeps with a rubber duck. Liam retreats to the shade on the other side of his tree, because that bird was harsh. For your efforts, you lose 2 boldness on 1 charm. Damn it. What creators why'd you go? You left and now I suck. Well, my boldness is a lost cause. Shit. Let's buff creativity. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once it seems you aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in discussion. So you decide to convey it through music. You start singing, and suddenly everyone else joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing that the people with whom you were arguing totally get your point and change their minds once the song is over. You gain 2 creativity. Hell yeah. The artists are feeling. The artists are finally leaving after the encore, and you're exiting the auditorium with everyone else. On your way out, you notice Liam in the last row, scribbling viciously in his notebook. This is so mainstream, so condescending. The actors were played by actors. There was no meta. Where is the angst of social media? Have you seen how that pale excuse for a thespian attempted to interact with viewers? And the language, excuse me, but thou and thee are officially over once I turn in my notes. Obviously, you didn't enjoy this murder of theatre itself. How would you fix this crime against art? The audience is the villain. Destroy them from the stage, hack the social media, import the fires of hell. As they choke on brimstone and spam, they'll realize that they were the monster all along. People are shit. Real costumes, cardboard boxes, professional actors, giggling cheerleaders. Give Scott the leading role. Substitute the orchestra with dubstep and make it a musical. I actually want to see how that turns out. This would be boldness, so for sure. So what's this? Creativity, yes. Realism, this just might work. We'll make it an apron stage to make sure that the weight of hubris falls hard on the audience when the anagnorisis, wow, that's a word. The anagnorisis hits them. It'll be a cathartic realization of their hamartia. You understood literally none of those words. That is entirely true. But Liam got to your heart. You get one creativity, one smarts, and one charm. Ooh, this is interesting. I've never seen a tree, like a tree buff, like tree starts getting buffed at the same time. This is amazing. Outside of items, of course. Let's go! But why are these two together? You take your seat between the strongest and the smartest men you know. Liam appears to be taking a very intense picture of some bizarre looking food. Scott is looking about as confused as he was currently. But Liam, food is delicious. It's for eating. That's why they call it lunchtime. Neither of those statements is wrong, but they also aren't quite connected. Scott, if I had the capacity to eat, I assure you, I would still ignore the actual content of the food in favor of finding the perfect combination for a flawless Instagram post. Oh, I see. You're gonna post a picture to advertise the food to people who can actually eat it. You're so smart. I'll be happy to eat your food for you. I'm afraid your palate is way too unsophisticated to appreciate these rare Japanese delicacies. Ooh, they're Japanese? Do you have any Scott snacks? Scott snack? You know what? Fine, I've taken all the pictures I need. Eat whatever you want. Thanks, Liam. Ooh, they all look so yummy. Where? I don't know where to start. Where? Any ideas? Maybe your choice of a snack can get one of these boys to want to snack with you. In an innuendo way, not literally. Obviously, the lychee fruit flavored custard with a side of tofu and a drizzle of raspberry extract is the most superior food on the table, on the plate. Go for the brightly colored bag of meat biscuits that somehow has an anime drawing of Scott's face on it that says Scott Snacks. I'm just. Oh, Winger, I always knew you were a monster of impeccable taste. Actually, that isn't true. I assume everyone has horrible taste and a useless aesthetic. But in this case, it's pretty clear that this assumption does not apply to your beautiful self. Did I say beautiful? Oh, he's blushing. I meant your aesthetic is beautiful. Because we have the same aesthetic. That lychee custard picture has already gotten more likes than any other food on this table. And it's absolutely delicious! How could the way it tastes possibly have any relevance to a conversation about food? Liam, you're so smart that I don't even understand how that makes any kind of sense. Thank you for being someone with whom I can actually discuss the important nuance of Japanese food pictures. Wow. It appears to be you and me against a very ignorant world. Yep, stupid for everyone else to actually eat their food and not take pictures. Thank goodness you and Liam have each other, XOXO. Mwah. Yeah. Let's go. What are we doing? Creativity is perfect. Class, we can get that last 2 months we need. That day, you're the first one in class. You sometimes come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. He's a bit bitter, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, excelling at cliched movie tropes. You gain two smarts and one valuable life insight that will help you face the difficulties of being young. You see Liam staring at his cell phone, sighing deeply. Maybe one of his favorite bands signed to a mainstream record label, or the exact t-shirt he's wearing is featured on the magazine cover. He decided to check in with him. You know Start Kicker, that vile website where people crowdfund projects that not good enough to get real investors? Wow, thanks Liam. Do you not know why you exist? I mean, this is the thing. This game was kickstarted and is amazing, and I wanted to get like real good because it's already got a sequel out, and I should shut up. Well, today I found something on the internet, a time machine. I mean, it's clearly another terrible overpromise that'll be released at least a decade after the due date. And in the end, it will be way shittier than promised, like a toaster attached to a clock. A toaster attached to a clock. Genius. You just strictly write that down in your million bucks notebook. Let's see if you can beat those guys to market. But I was sighing deeply because I couldn't help but think. Supposing I were to acquire such a machine, I wonder, where in time would I go? 3.85 billion BC. So you can be into existing before it was cool. Everyone knows that the dopest time in monster history was 1925, specifically July 26, 2 a.m. to 5 p.m. What the hell happened then? Okay, thank goodness for my smarts. Ah yes, I remember 1925's July 26, 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. It was the dusk after old Ernest Hemingway's party. Me and the boys were celebrating at good old Pamplona, drinking sangria like it was water. They even prepared a special batch for me, with all those pesky little pieces of fruit. I almost never drink sangria because of those. Little pieces of fruit are the eighth thing I hate most in my beverages, right between floor cleaner and sentient milk that has controversial opinions on opera. The fuck? When dawn was imminent, Ernest came to me and said, "Ah, Liam, the world is ours. We could feast on it forever." I told him, "You're right, Ernest, but remember, I'm a vampire, and, you know, the sun also rises." And the rest is history. You're right, my friend. July 26, 1925's 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. was the best of times. Thanks for making me remember such fond memories. Maybe some night soon we can share some little pieces of fruit-free sangria and create new fond memories to time travel back to once in a while. Whoa! You already booked tickets to those soon-to-be fond memories with Liam, and save the date in your phone. You're getting too charmed. Fuck yes. And one smarts. Safe. I am up to. I'm safe on smarts and creativity. There's nothing that needs more than 16 in either of those, as far as I freaking found. So I'm gonna call out save and move on. Charm is my highest stat, and it could be higher, so we're gonna just buff that. It'll be useful. That day in Epic Dodgeball match takes place. Amidst the battle, he spots a fellow player that seems utterly discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything at dodgeball, and she attempts to throw a ball at herself. You explain to her the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. With your help, she's capable of finding reasons to keep playing and gains a sense of self-worth. You gain one BFF. Sadly, she's not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off screen. And two charm. You're gearing up for another boring round of dodgeball when... Alright, my eager beavers. Today we will again be advancing the young and noble sport of hardball. Get ready. What? This is a thing? Okay, so this is the event line. Great. You take your place with your fellow teammates. Ah, Art Ball, the noblest, most sophisticated, most beautiful, most refined of all the sports. I hate pretty much all of those adjectives. The best part about sports is getting all your violence and rage out, and Art Ball completely takes that away. Ah, Miss Sinapavli. Did you really need to use French to say that's not true? Me, but that ne isn't true, vrai. N'est pas is just isn't. Anyways, think of all the passionate emotions in the paintings of Vincent van Gogh. Liam, stop. Nobody cares about your stupid game or stupid dead painters. Excuse me, Paulina, but Vincent van Gogh isn't dead. He's undead. Dun 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 dun. I wish I could make Oddball dead. That's the mood. Damn, your team is not getting their act together. But if you find a way to lead them to victory, maybe you can all be happy. Now to come up with a foolproof strategy because you guys definitely fools. Turn the paintbrushes everyone's holding because Oddball enter live chorus. Summon the undead Vincent van Gogh. Heck yeah, let's do this thing. Awesome, I'll go drag him up from hell. Dude, why would Vincent van Gogh be in hell? He was the best. Wayne and I will just summon him with our ghost powers. Wait, do you have ghost powers at all? No time for applying logical thought to this. Sparkly light swirls around you, and suddenly the one-eared ghost of Vincent van Gogh appears. Sup, fam? Welcome back to the world of the living. Where am I? For what spectacular purpose have I been conjured to use my unique artistic skills for the greater good? Oh, we're a bunch of legally adult high schoolers playing a stupid makeup variation of dodgeball. Excuse me, it is not stupid. Ami brought you here to cheat, to help us cheat, and help us win. And it is not cheating. The rules of Oddball are still in flux and says nothing about not being allowed to conjure dead painters. You would think Vincent van Gogh would consider such an activity below him. But he's been dead long enough that pretty much anything sounds like a good time, so he's all about it. You guys win by a landslide, picking up 3 creativity points along the way. Fuck yeah. That's awesome. Where, why Miranda? You two just argue. He notices Liam looking disgruntled, which is his default, so whatever. But it seems like Miranda is pretty upset too. Better check it out. Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you mad at it? You seem to be an 8.5 on the Frowny Liam scale. The what? The Frowny Liam scale. Normally I can tell how people are feeling from their faces. But you seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness. Miranda pulls out a notepad and displays a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They're not super accurate, but they are super adorable. I'm not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is caused by a heinous error. Specifically, I asked that my creature creme brulee be extra crispy, so it truly popped to my massacre Instagram filter. Hashtag massacre. Instead, they burnt it to a crisp, rendering it unphotographable. Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into if they choose to eat at this cafeteria, so they can choose to take their business to a different establishment. So I'm writing a scathing Yelp review. Liam, You can't do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, the school's kitchen staff would lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold? I was shocked when I first found out. This girl. Of course you will. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they should have been better at their jobs. I'm simply the merchant of truth. No, you're the merchant of poop. Ooh. Your royal sophistication shines through. Look, ask Winger. Why me? His taste may tend towards the mainstream, but surely he can see the subpar cafeteria must be exposed. Don't be ridiculous. Winger is surely more compassionate than that and would gladly help me save the cafeteria. Again! Again? Gosh, it's hard to keep track of your misadventures at this shit show of a school. Still, you'll help if you can. Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented criticism alone. This would make an army, or take an army, of homeless people we paid to write positive Yelp reviews of the cafeteria until we eclipse Liam's. Liam, one lone voice simply cannot shut down this cafeteria. At least, not the voice of a high schooler. Let's get a renowned food critic to write a Pulitzer-worthy expose to be published in the most widely read periodicals. Well, you know, be after that vampire dick, so... Excellent idea. I am an incredible, intelligent, compassionate person with tons of humility. More than enough to admit when a professional's help may be of use to me. You think you have the most humility? You shall never be as humble as I am. Insert Trump meme here. Every day, my servants tell me I am the humblest person ever to live. I'm just thinking of that Trump meme. I think I'm more humble than you would understand. Is he still alive? Has COVID not gotten to him? Also, oop. Also, YouTube didn't hear that. Also, this is Twitch. Also, I need to stop panicking. Miranda storms off in a huff, leaving you and Liam to proceed with your amazing, incredible genius plan. You're super humble too. Use your magnificent calligraphy skills you picked up in your elective class, calligraphy and murder, to write 5 letters chock full of hashtag aesthetic. Liam produces a delicate white dove from his backpack. Or was it breathing in there? And gives it the newly addressed letters. You're not sure what's more intriguing, the fact that Liam trusts that the dove will be able to read the addresses to deliver the letters, or that the fact that the addresses he wrote down were just their emails. Regardless, it seems well booked because within a minute of the dove's release, you receive your first reply on your phones. Ah! I knew the exquisite Jacques Aznavour would... Aznavour would have an enthusiasm for our plight. Thus, his immediate response. Dear Liam, I received your message. Though the calligraphy is quite impressive, I am afraid I must give you the same answer I gave you when you asked me to write a review on the cuisine cooked by your friend's grandmother last Thanksgiving. I don't know how you got a dove to find out where I live based on my email address, but stop contacting me! Most lovingly, yours, great and humblest food critic, Jacques Aznavour. Oh, Winger, nobody understands the severity of the Crumbly aggression. Transgression. Thank goodness we have each other. Heck yeah, you have each other. For prom? Hopefully. At the very least, maybe he'll let you borrow that dove sometimes to send Anthrax? Anthrax, okay. Anthrax to your enemies. Well, that's the thing. Let's go. Buff this charm some more. That day, skip class and just hang out in the bar. Oh god, no, I went down to poolness. Shit. Because I respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. It gives your shits begin to wellness. Heck yeah. Later you see Liam scrolling through his phone, looking like the embodiment of ennui. Hey Winger, what are you doing? Stalking classmates for romantic purposes and offering rather absurd advice? Magnificent! I could use some rather absurd advice. The hell? I was exchanging messages with a weird koala on this dating site, and all was going well for a time. But I've grown tired of our exchanges. He's a bit clingy, and being clingy is my seventh biggest turnoff. Right between sarcasm and literacy and actually being a pickle and not a person. Why? The postmodern protocol dictates to me to ghost him and never talk to him again. But that's horrible, and I would never do that to someone. You see, I'm Liam, handsomely mysterious and yet a true gentleman. But neither do I want the emotional turmoil of telling him how I really feel and having an actual conversation about it. What an idea. What an ordeal. So I've settled on just sending him a bunch of emojis and then never texting him again. That should do it, right? The thing is, how can I convey this complex array of sentiments through the friendly language of emojis? This is your time to shine. You surely, you excel at complex sentiments, so he might one someday feel like sharing them with you. Maybe croissant, school bus, shooting star, trumpet, and crocodile. This one. There's a vampire growing disinterested and overly attached with a koala emoji. That's a little on the nose, so... What? That's so... nuanced! Let's send it right now. Oh god, look at his face. He's sexing me back. Let's see. Liam, even if it hurts my heart, I understand how you feel. Maybe you're right. Maybe we used to be like a croissant and now we're just a school bus. Maybe we should do a shooting star now and look for the trumpet or a crocodile. Farewell, my purple shooting star. The fuck? What? Like, I'm not that emoji fluent, but also I don't think it's possible to be that emoji fluent. The hell was that? Perfect! No more overly attached weird koala, and I can still have a clear conscience. Aha! I must admit, your emoji poetry has touched my soul. You're an artist, and the smartphone is your gentle harp. Maybe one day you could show me your feelings through delicate emojis too. Oh, look at this blush. Cute. You were basically so nervous that you selected a bunch of emojis at random, but it worked. Sweet, and who knows, maybe Liam is a trumpet to your crocodile. I'm gonna go kill myself. You can do charm, I want creativity. Oh god, that was weird. Jim, charm, let's go. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense and both teams are so into it, as you decide to raise the stakes. Decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against parts of the other team leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take 2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. Nice. You're walking with Liam later, when suddenly a holy crossbow bolt slams into the wall next to you. It's the Slayer! Prepare to die! You flee with Liam and manage to get out of sight. Now it's the perfect time for you to hide while Liam turns into a bat. But he's not transforming. You ask him why the hell he's just standing there instead of changing. It just seems a little cliche, doesn't it? A vampire turning into a bat? Honestly, I'm over it. If I could turn into, for example, the concept of a bat, now that would be a change worth making. You don't even know what that means, but if you can't get Liam to turn into something soon, he'll get you both caught. He quickly tell him to change into a hot dog stand. A general feeling of unease. I feel like the hot dog stand was wellness incarnate or fun. That's just weird. Magnificent! The perfect balance of abstraction and practicality. I admit I have difficulty imagining the concept of a bat, but a general feeling of unease? Why, I experience that many times a day. Liam disappears into a poof of purple smoke. You don't know where he's gone, but you sure don't feel good about it. What's the matter? Do you have your shirt on inside out? Have all your friends just been pretending to like you? Suddenly, the slayer bursts in. She takes one step towards you, then stops. Why do I feel like I left my stove on when I left the house this morning? Shit! The slayer flees to check on her stove. Liam turns back into a vampire and you immediately feel better. Oh man, my soul has never felt so tormented. I'll have to do that more often. You hope he decides to do it when you're not around, but you're glad he's happy. You're getting too smart? Fuck yes. I want creativity. Fuck yes. Let's go! What do I want to do? Alright, I have no choice here. Why are Liam and Polly together? You find Polly and Liam not eating, and Liam not eating as usual. You know, because they're undead. You know, the food in this cafeteria really is atrocious. It's hardly even worthy of my Instagram. Ha, what? I don't even eat the food. See? This is exactly what I mean. We can do so much better than these subpar culinary abortions. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the two of us should have a cook-off. What? No. Did you say something? I'm not listening because I'm so psyched about this cook-off. At no point did I agree to, I've got a huge advantage though because I've cooked so many drugs. Or you think you got the advantage here? Well, I've been alive for centuries of culinary history. It's on! The two of them dash into the kitchen, ignoring all rules of law, school, and common decency as they commence cooking. Two celebrity chefs, two celebrity chef judges appear to critique the challenges. I think they're both equally horrible, says the cruel British judge. I think they're both equally marvelous, says the overly nice British judge. I don't know what happened to my voice just now, for either of those. Both judges turn to you. What do you think, tiebreaker judge? Whose meal truly is the cat's pajamas? Apparently that's what it sounds like speaking in unison. Lambs, because I think that glass jar of fresh human blood really goes with the parsley he sprinkled on top. Polly, because she literally just made a pair of pajamas for a cat. Ha! In your face, Wolfgang suck! That would be a better name for Scott. I'm not even a wolf. As a matter of fact, that would be a better name for you. Or what? Because I'm a vampire? Whoa, that would totally make sense. No, I just meant because you suck. Well, this sucker just wowed the judges with my blood tartar. It's raw, organic, free-range blood, ethically sourced from a local terrified human. And that parsley, farm to table. Or rather, farm to blood. I threw it in the blood. I like the color. Actually, it's well known that nobody knows what parsley tastes like. And you probably never will, because you're certainly not drinking any of that concoction. You tell Liam his prize for winning the cook-off is eating lunch alone with you. Slip, slip. Slip, slip. What? Why? This game. Let's buff charm. Get that over 16 to be safe. That day, an epic torture match takes place. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, and so you violently go. What? You can't take anymore, so you violently go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiations for a truce? After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. One unexpected twist. You gain 10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that you would be lucky if you could do anything with that. And 2 charm. Of course, Liam got eliminated way early and has been sitting on the bleachers ever since. Of course. When you go over and ask him if he's okay, he snorts. Of course, I'm okay. This is the best gym class I've had this year because I didn't actually have to go to gym. Or do gym. That's the problem with this class, they make you do exercise. I'm a mental athlete. My gymnasium is the mind. It smells better and no one tries to pat your butt for giving 110%. Bad touch boys. I try telling that to coach, but he just says, well, you know, the body is like the mind of the body. I just need some kind of bulletproof excuse. Anything to get me out of this class. Turn into a cloud of translucent mist. Translucent mist can't exercise. Tell him you're dead. Like, I want to say this is smart, but it's probably not. This is creative as fuck. Oh yeah, I can do that. The best thing about being a vampire is that you're always remembering powers you forgot you had. Liam instantly becomes an immaterial cloud of vapor with Liam's exact face. It's really a gaseous form, but you were trying to be polite. Just then, coach comes over to make you guys exercise. Alright kids, up and at 'em. Can't spell fun without SQUATS. That's what I always say. I need to stop trying to think about this game. It hurts my brain. Oh, I'd love to, coach, but I seem to be an intangible cloud of airborne particles at the moment. Oh, that's too bad. We were really gonna work our tushes off today. Oh, well, I guess. Go and do with an intangible clouds of what to do for exercise. Thank you, coach. I most certainly will. Liam flies through you on the way out the door, and you feel a special chill. He came to a charm, hell yes, and one fun. Righteous. Now I don't have time to build any more stats. But I can sabotage myself and buy something. Or maybe I should wait for the last one to do that. Let's just for fun for now. That day during recess, he's a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is. You gain two fun from Bob. Bob. Later, you see Liam beaming to himself. Liam? Beaming? It appears that my application to write for Virtue magazine was received and accepted. I knew my pitch would hook them. Imagine the edgiest, most irrelevant article subject you can think of. Now double it. That's my article subject. You see, I use a writing technique on them called lying. It's very effective. Up until they call your bluff. Now I've actually got to write an article and I've got no idea what to write. You, save me from the consequences of my actions. Suggest an idea that lives up to my own hype. A passionate argument for the legalization of recreational chimera toxins. A chilling expose on the past industry's griffing trafficking. It was bold or fun, and I didn't have either. Well, of course I don't condone the suffering of innocent magical creatures, but griffin pasta is delicious. Look at this smile. So delicious. I simply don't think I could give what's taste of griffin pasta for anything, regardless of the cruelty involved. And I would hate to make a hypocrite of myself. If I don't have my integrity, what do I have? Other than my impeccable taste in art, music, and fashion, Liam does have pretty impeccable taste. How foolish of him to stoop to asking you. He lives to charm and one smart. Still safe on all accounts. Nice. Why is Liam and Vera together? He approached Liam and Vera at their table. But before he can sit down, Vera holds up a hand. Stop. This is a cool people table, where only cool people are allowed. I would agree with what Vera just said, but agreeing is something only uncool people do. Wouldn't you agree, Vera? Nice try, Liam, but I think we're getting away from the point. This interloper still wants to sit with us. Well, if he wants to sit with us, he's going to have to prove he's as cool as we are. But without, like, trying to prove it. Trying is so uncool. So, what's it gonna be? Well, I guess I'll be going then, because there's no way anyone could ever be as cool as Liam. Let me ask you this. Would an uncool person be giving Vera $50 million right now? Wait, was that sarcasm? No, of course not. Winger was clearly being totally sincere. There it was again! Are you two doing this on purpose? Now why on earth would we do that? Gah! I can't tell whether you're being sincere or ironic. It's so cool. Everyone knows clear and efficient communication is the least cool thing of all. You've wooed me with your open disdain for language. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. Exactly. Vera and Liam invite you to sit with them and chat. By the end of lunch, none of you has any idea what anyone else meant. So cool. That is the worst thing you could possibly do. Why would anyone not be straightforward with the other person? Also, I have no idea what to do, and nothing's gonna help unless I buff fun, because that's maybe a chance. Fun or boldness, either works. I'm inclined to buff fun. That day during recess, you saw a half of a rave that goes full crazy. You're casually chatting with Juan, the small magical Latino cat. You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one. The one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King. Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say what the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter and turns it into +2 fun. Hell yeah. Afterwards, Liam walks up to you extremely nonchalantly. It's ridiculous how little he cares about this walk. After considerable thought, I've come to the conclusion that you're not a complete poser. And seeing as I could use a partner for my tragically hip late night excursions, consider yourself invited. Tonight, 3 a.m. I'm sure you'll have no trouble coming up with an appropriately underground destination. I mean, it's not like I don't know any cool places to go or anything. I just want to give you an opportunity to prove yourself. Wow, his blush sold him out. That's cute. Liam vanishes into a cloud of mist and angst. Yeah, okay. You got 12 hours to choose the trendiest spot nobody's ever heard of. Monstropolis' most exclusive new nightclub. Asterisk. The hottest, most underground nightclub of all, the Earth's core. Alright, cool. Asterisk is so creative. And more importantly, has anyone seen the Asterisk War? Because that's an anime I love. And that's a light novel I need to read. And this is the Asterisk War. You meet Liam in front of Asterisk at precisely 3:18 a.m. Being on time, it supposes. It's a club so exclusive, even you haven't heard of it before. You had to snag an invite from a time-traveling version of yourself from the future. Monstropolis' hippest club is a satanic diaper orgy inside a decommissioned ravioli factory run by mice who love disco. Liam takes one look at the magnificent entryway made of a stolen whale carcass and the concept of entropy, and his jaw drops. Asterisk! I thought it was a myth. I've heard rumors that they got everything here. Used cribs, police brutality, the entire frozen food aisle from a discount supermarket. The fuck? What? What? My god, they've even got a downstairs sub-dungeon where you can relax in the human jacuzzi. I mean, this is pretty cool, I guess. In case you were wondering, a human jacuzzi is when you sit in a circle while a bunch of naked people spit hot water at you. What? You sit in a circle while a bunch of naked people spit hot water at you. I have so many concerns. You gain 2 creativity and 1 fun. The prom draws near. Liam Dayline Court. That's good. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Prom? That's so cliche. That's actually hip! Yeah, let's go to prom together. What a retro thing to do, right? I can wear a tuxedo and all. It's gonna be wonderful. But in an ironic way. That bush. Ooh! Did we hear that? He might end up liking us unironically. Oh my god, it's amazing. It's everything I wanted and more. What's with his suit? Prom night was beautiful. For once, Liam seemed relaxed, without feeling the need to act cool. He put all his mysterious posing aside and told you a bit about the time he spent as part of the coven, and about when he was in a K-pop band. He told him you admired that about him, how he has no issue trying new things, as wacky as they might sound. He smiled and told you that when you're immortal, you need to explore life to its fullest, and always be eager to discover new things you might like. Then he said, and you know what? Coming to prom with you was turned to be a new thing I seem to like very much. Well, it wasn't a secret ending, but we got an ending with Liam. Hell yeah. Winger, I'm the best at secret handshakes. Hell yes. Liam's quote, if idiots could fly, this place would be an airport. Which admittedly is fair. Oh boy. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Coach saw his bright students grow and become successful and marvelous people. Someone had spotted him recently, watching the sunset with a manly tear on his cheek, probably reflecting on the miracle of youth. The Slayer kept on harassing Liam and Damien. One hot summer night, they ended up having the weirdest threesome ever. What? It was a life-changing experience for all of them, but they don't talk much about it. Polly's drug cooking skills proved useful, and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry. But in her free time, she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest inventions so far are something called watermelon flavored ecstasy, and a thing called LS dope. Because sure. For those 6 weeks, the monster's prom seemed larger than life. And then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then. But there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. What if I told you that the world was gonna end and you had 15 minutes to spend with me or a friend? I guess you the last bus over to my house, or would you take the last plane over the west coast? See, it's times like these with the change of heart is sober and done before. Yeah, the sun, it goes on in my head. I wind up dead singing. Sha la 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 la. Yeah! Oh, it's actually been a while. I messed it up a bit. Waterfall stars getting crashing to the ground and explosions and fires started happening all around. Would you believe me? Come on, we sit back, let me. I can't do this by myself. Alright. I love this. I love this so much. Yes, yes. What if I told you that the world was gonna end and you had 15 minutes to spend with me or a friend? I guess we don't even need to use the phone. I don't need no answer, I'll just spend it alone. I can picture happiness with you. Ooh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. That's so wholesome. 9 new images in the gallery. Hell yeah. We officially dated every one of the basic characters. Hey. Oh, well, alright. So this is regular dates. Let me just check. Oops. Variation, right. Alright, that's all. So that's it for the endings. I was gonna check. Right. It's going to prom casually with one of them, getting rejected by one of them, and then special endings. Like these. Right. Which is awesome. Polaroids. You got a new Polaroid for Blue, didn't we? There we go. There it is. Isn't that adorable? That's so adorable. I love that. Those subscribers, pretty cute patootie. Aww, that's so sweet. What the heck? Ah, so I haven't seduced Miranda with Blue with Vicky. I haven't seduced Miranda, and I haven't seduced, I believe, Damien. Is that Damien? I can confirm that if I check. I can confirm that. Uh, Holy Scott. Miranda, Liam, Damien. Okay, I have no idea. I can't confirm jack shit. Basically. I guess we have to try and figure it out. Which is fine. Where to? Where to? How far down is this new stuff? My god. Finally. Minor NPCs concepts. That would be the Prince, the Slayer, and the Wolf Pack. Minor NPCs colored concept. Look at them go. Did the Prince change hair color? I think he did. Coven concept. Oh my god. It's more or less the same, which I appreciate. Ooh, close up. That's a bit less appealing. Covenant Gun, another one. That's kind of adorable, actually. Not gonna lie. That's it. That's it. Ooh, we got some new font arts. Oh boy, what did we get this time? Two new pictures. Polly and Amira. Right. Red's Polly and Mira. Red. Damn, look at it go. Ah, they're fabulous. Another by Ava Rose. This is Blue and Vera. Ooh, look at that. That's amazing. Nothing more though. Oh well. It was nice to see that.